What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Cousins Cup podcast, and welcome to the 2026 Academy Awards. If the Oscars were to start today. If the
Nicely
Oscars were to start today.
done. Nicely done.
Today, we are talking about all things movies for 2026 so far, and we're going to be handing out the Oscars
Yeah.
for if they were to start today. We got a ton of categories here. We don't have everyone because, me and Nisha haven't seen any documentaries or,
Hey,
live
short
action
film.
shorts.
Short film. Shout out our boys at Corked.
Okay, yeah, shout out
Yeah, we
Corked for
have seen
sure.
one. We have seen one.
Okay, okay, shout out our boys for Corked. But yeah, we got a really fun video today. We're actually really excited to do this one, so we won't
Yeah.
waste any time jumping into it. But of course,
No.
Ishay, take it away.
You already know I got the bar of the week. And this is kind of just one that I've had rattling around the brain. And I mean, you guys have probably seen this somewhere. Nothing new under the sun. But the worst thing that you can do to another person is be indifferent to them. Okay, we are called as people from God, however you want to put it, to love one another.
Hmm.
And no matter what you believe in, that can't be a bad thing. To love one another as you love your brother, yourself, whoever. So the worst possible thing you can do to somebody else is be indifferent to them. Because that just shows me that you didn't take the time, the effort to even pay attention to them. That is worse than hating them.
Dang,
That's all I got to say for today.
dang.
It's just been
Okay.
it's been rattling around the brain. Been rattling around the brain.
I've said on this podcast multiple times now that you always bring some heat, bro, and you never disappoint.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that's
But
fire.
but genuinely, man, just like take the 30 seconds out of your day to say hi to somebody on the street,
Hmm.
right? If especially if there's somebody that you're in class with you or whatever at work with you, just be nice to them.
Hmm.
Do something with them. Be kind. Spread love. That's all I gotta say today.
And amen to that, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone take that advice and apply it. Honestly, it will change you. It will change your
yeah.
life. Honestly,
It'll change your life. It'll change others.
yeah. Dang. All
There you
right.
go.
Well, um, on that note, let's talk
Yeah.
Oscars.
Okay.
So like I said, we have a lot of categories for you guys today. I don't think we're gonna touch up on like costume and makeup and hairstyling, but I'll give
Hmm.
quick shouts for like ideas that I had for those. You can rebuttal if you disagree with them. But costume
Okay.
design, if I were to give the Oscar to costume design this year, it'd be the Odyssey. I think
Fair.
that Devil Wears Prada 2, obviously, kind of this is what it's made for. But the
Yeah.
Odyssey really does some beautiful stuff with like Odysseus' costume, Agamemnon's
Yeah.
costume,
Yeah. Come
Penelope.
on. Come on.
And I
I
know
don't
people
think
had
it's a bad
complaints
shout
about
though.
it, but yeah,
It looks cool as hell, bro. Come on.
it just looks cool. Yeah. Makeup and hairstyling. I would actually give this to Michael because
I
I think
love that
that
you gave this.
I think that transforming Jafar Jackson into Michael Jackson was done so seamlessly where there are times where you're looking at the screen and you honestly are debating if you're looking at Michael or not.
Yeah. And I honestly think Coleman Domingo as well on that note. He
Mm,
really transforms into Joe Jackson, even though it
yeah.
looks atrocious. That's just how it's supposed to look. I've heard
Hmm.
people complain about how he looks in that, but that's just like he looks like Joe Jackson. What do you want him to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I think they do well with him there too.
I also think you could debate Michael for costume as well. No, I'd hear him out.
They captured all his iconic outfits well.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the blue, glittery, sparkly suit. Like, come on,
Yeah. Come on.
come on.
All right. Well, I'll let you take it away. You can choose the starting category closer to the bottom of the list. We'll save picture and all the big ones for last,
Yeah, we'll
obviously.
save the big ones. We'll work our way up. And
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm hoping that we don't argue or fight on a lot of this because there's not as many movies out right now.
No, there's not.
Obviously, with like Dune and some other things like Doomsday come down later on the line, it will be harder to pick from. But right now, we only got half the year's worth of movies, so it could be easier. Let's start with adapted screenplay because I think this is super easy.
Yeah.
For me, it's the Odyssey. Come on.
And for me, it's the Odyssey as well.
Yeah. I do want to say Project Hail Mary, if it was any other year, you probably got this.
I
Okay.
agree.
But Come on, it's the Odyssey, guys.
I
Right
agree.
now,
Yeah,
it's holding number one for me right now on my movie ranking. So it doesn't make sense for me not to give this.
yeah. Same with me. I think it is adapted beautifully, and yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there's much of an argument here. Project Hail Mary, we both love that movie, obviously, but I don't think it's
Hmm.
really a debate. All right, you want to move on to best original screenplay then?
Yes, I think this one's a lot more interesting.
Okay. So for best original screenplay, I would give the Oscar to The Invite, actually.
That's not an original.
Yeah. Oh, it's not?
It's not.
I thought Olivia
I
Wilde wrote it.
no. It's based loosely off of. It's a Spanish film from 2020, I think, called like The
Okay.
Neighbors Upstairs or The People Upstairs or something like that. Which
Interesting.
obviously you know what the people upstairs. If you see the movie, you know what the people upstairs are.
Yeah.
On first thought, before I looked this up, this was going to be my best original. Before I remembered what is clearly the better original, anyways, Obsession.
So that, I mean, if I can't give it to The Invite, that was my runner up. I'll also give it to
Yeah,
Obsession. Um,
you haven't rewatched Obsession yet, have you?
Not yet, not yet.
You're still a bum for that, man.
The only reason I gave it to The Invite
Yeah,
ahead of Obsession is because I think that from a screenplay standpoint, it is just
yeah.
more polished. And I
Oh,
actually
it's
really
very
appreciate the
clean.
script and the dialogue.
It's
I
very
mean,
clean.
I have an issue with it. You have the same issue with it like halfway
Yeah,
through, but
but
I do think
that's
it's
not a
pretty
writing
clean.
issue.
No, it's not.
That's just a personal issue, you know.
Yeah.
Versus, I think Obsession, it is also very clean. It's layered, but there's a lot to be assumed that if you assume good stuff with how the rating works, then it's clearly better than the invite.
Hmm.
But only if it's intentional. If you assume the bad stuff and bad writing and this is a plot hole or whatever, then it's not nearly as polished and there's just a lot of interpretation you can do with that movie.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
I
well,
choose to believe that it was written beautifully. So Obsession is my pick.
it'd be cool to see a YouTuber get it too. Because I can't
Oh
give
yeah.
The Invite it, I'll give it to Obsession as well.
I would have rather given it to Olivia Wilde. You know I love Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I'm
Fair
I'm
enough.
rewatching House now because of her. So
Fair enough, bro.
okay, animated. Again,
Okay.
I'm picking easy ones right here. Right, Toy Story 5 for me.
Yeah. Easily Toy Story 5 for me.
Easily Toy Story 5 for you.
Easily.
I was gonna say you like it more than I do. So if you didn't have this issues, if it was
Yeah.
Hopper's, big issues.
I would never do that to Toy Story 5. I mean, this movie is, as of right now, in my top 5 of the year. We'll see if that changes when I rewatch Obsession, but I have it at
Yes,
5 in my top 5 of the year. So,
I
you know,
think mine is like
love this movie.
8. I
That's
think
fine.
mine's 8. It's not bad. I've seen a lot of
No.
movies this year. It's not bad.
You've seen more than I have, actually, I think.
I have now. I thought you were a bit over me. So
I mean, you've seen a lot of movies this year in general, so like I thought that maybe you had
2026
to. I
movies.
know, I know, but I thought that
Yeah.
maybe you would have. But I should check your letterbox and see. But yeah, Toy Story 5 is the best anime movie of the year. I don't think
Yeah.
anything coming out after this, like after today, will surpass it. Deserves it.
No. I mean, Minions and Monsters is right there beside it.
It's a
What?
good
How
movie,
you?
but
No, it ain't.
it
It's
is.
okay.
It's actually fine.
It's an okay movie, bro. It's an
It's
okay
fine.
movie.
It's fine.
Oh, so it went from good to fine within half a second. But Toy Story 5 is clearly the best.
Yeah.
What would you qualify Wile E. Coyote versus Acme as?
I wouldn't
It,
say
it's live action, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I'd say it's live
It's just a
action.
blending of it, right? But
Yeah.
I would honestly bank that for me to enjoy more than Toy Story 5.
That's insane.
I'm so excited for it. I don't care.
You know what is coming out later this year that Loki could give a run for its money is Forgotten
Hmm.
Island. It's the same creators of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yeah, the more that when the first trailer dropped, I was super excited for it. The more that we've seen of it, I've gotten less excited, I think.
It does look crazy corny, but I'm
Yeah.
interested because again,
But the animation
it's the
looks
same
great,
group
and
of creators.
I do think the story looks good, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be like a pretty serious villain again, kind of like Puss in Boots: Last Wish. So
yeah.
it'll be interesting for sure.
It's given a mix of like Puss in Boots and K-pop Demon Hunters, low key.
Exactly, right? So
Yeah,
who am I to judge?
yeah.
I'll go see it.
All right, for the next category, Let's do best sound. Let's do best sound.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
For best
I'm curious
do
to
you
see what you have for this because we talked about the movie that I think you're going to go with. We
yeah,
talked about how good it sounded.
I'm going to give the best sound to the Odyssey.
Okay, good. Because we
Yeah.
were talking about how the swords clanking, the boat creaking, the water, the
Mhm.
cyclops, all those things.
Mhm.
It would be silly not to give it. You know,
I
there's
agree.
impact behind everything. So I think that's a pretty cut and dry one for me.
I don't think there's
Right?
another movie that has come out this year where like the sounds played as big of a part of the story or the movie watching
I'm
experience,
trying to
honestly.
think, like, no, because again, I go see a lot of movies in Laser Ultra and everything where you have the Dolby sound and everything like that. So,
Mhm.
like, I'm paying attention to it, but it was just so evident in the sound design in the Odyssey.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, you might be able to give it to like Michael, but that's like cheating. That's music, anyways. You know, it's not
Yeah,
sound design,
no, it's yeah, no, I'd probably still stay with the
right? Because that's just
Odyssey.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All
Versus
right.
like I think did F1 take it home last year, or was it even nominated?
Who did win last year? F1 was nominated.
Because it better have been. It wasn't F1 though. I don't think, right? Because we were upset
Was it
about that. I'm pretty
Sinners?
sure it was probably Sinners. Because yeah, we were saying like, oh, guns firing. I guess was
Yeah. I
what
don't know.
won it.
Yeah, F1 like it would make more sense to give that sound in my opinion. I know we
Yeah,
said that
right. So
last
like,
year.
I'm hoping we don't have another robbery similar to that because I don't see many things beating this year.
Mhm.
Maybe some stuff in Dune actually could be really nice, and it has been in the
True.
past. So,
True.
and it has been in the past. So I could see
True.
that.
Yeah, but as of right now, like yeah, I think the Odyssey they're going to win quite a few awards this year.
They're gonna sweep up. And I mean,
Yeah.
let's just go into one where I think I know what you're gonna say. Let's go into production. So
Yeah, for production design, I'm giving the Oscar to the Odyssey.
here's the thing: is I want to give it to Backrooms so bad because it looks fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
As much as I'm not a huge glazer of the movie or whatever. Everything about it looks fantastic. You had a couple kilometers of just space of actual like set design, which is so good. But you're not beating the Odyssey, man. The
No.
ships, the castle,
The
right? Like
Trojan horse.
the Trojan horse, the Cyclops. Like they built this stuff, bro. They
Yeah.
built this stuff.
I mean,
They
the
built a whole new
animatronics for the
contraption.
pigs. Yeah.
Yes, they built a whole new contraption for IMAX. Like nobody's doing it like them,
Yeah.
right? No one does it like Nolan.
Yeah,
So
if there was no Odyssey this year, I think Backrooms would be my runner up and like the
mhm.
winner. I don't know if it's just because I personally just think it's cool. Um like what else
Yeah.
would you say would compete with it?
I did like Project Hail Mary actually for it.
Okay.
Just
Like
it
the
again,
ship?
it's tough because yeah, it's like the ship, but you get such a clear layout of where everything is on the ship, Rocky's ship,
Mhm.
and just all the different rooms and everything, which I think deserves a shout for that. Beyond that though, like it would be tough. I did actually like the invite too. You get a great scale of the
Sure.
house and
Yeah.
the apartment and everything, which is really good, and some very interesting shots. But beyond that, like it would be the Backrooms or the Odyssey, quite
Yeah.
clearly.
I don't even want to hear anyone say like, "Oh, but the practical sets and everything like the practical shots of the
Mm-hmm.
Odyssey," because you still have to put a lot of that production design together to build the castle on the inside.
Yes.
Obviously the Trojan horse, Troy, like these things.
Yeah.
It's the grand scale is insane. I don't think
Okay.
this is
I was
also
gonna.
it.
We were just glazing how Backrooms like built all this stuff for the actual design. They built Troy. They built the
Yeah.
city. Okay, just so they could bring and wreck it. Right. Not the first time Nolan has done this either.
Yeah,
So,
shout out Oppenheimer for real. Like
all
he's
right. Shout
built a
out
town for that.
Oppenheimer. Shout out planted however many acres of corn. Right. Like
Yeah.
he does this. Blowing up a Boeing 747. Like he does this kind of stuff, guys.
If
Right.
he's not
You're
your
not gonna
goat,
take it
what are we
away.
doing anymore, bro? Like
Spielberg's still there.
True, is Spielberg. I debated Disclosure Day for his screenplay. I debated it.
Me too, actually. But I think Obsession is just better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
Okay, you want me to choose the next one then?
sure.
I mean, do you want to do? Maybe we can save
Oh,
it. Actually,
let's
I'm.
do
I'm
casting. Let's do
Okay, let's do
casting.
casting.
New
Let's do
award.
casting.
We're still not 100% sure what's going to win it. But I think, again, based off what we know from last year, it should be the Odyssey then.
Hmm.
Right? Because One Battle kind of just got this ensemble cast and put together a great crew for it. They want it that way.
Hmm.
And I think very much in the same sense, it will be the Odyssey. You get all these great actors together. They're going to do something. Do I necessarily agree that it should be getting all these big name actors together and throwing them into a film? It's not great casting, but everybody played their role great. So
Hmm.
maybe it is. What do I know?
I also will give it to the Odyssey. No glaze. I know we've been talking a lot about the
Yeah.
Odyssey, but
Be prepared
it's
for more of it.
right. It's funny that like we're giving this the casting award, considering that like on our old TikTok, I did a video on me being annoyed about the casting, and
Me too.
yeah, and it genuinely surprised us.
Yeah.
And I think therefore like it is honestly fair because I had question marks and a lot of people did, and they
Yeah.
all kind of filled their roles perfectly. Can't think of what else would beat it.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like the video I kind of made about casting was about the actual Oscar for it. How, does it really make sense to give it to just a casting director who gets a bunch of big name actors? Like, obviously, they're going to do the role well. They're big name for a reason.
Hmm.
But everybody in this movie truly did fit the role so well. Like, even Travis Scott. So,
Yeah.
like, fair enough at that point. Fair
Yeah.
enough. You deserve an award for it.
Would you consider a Michael or an Obsession here at all?
Obsession, maybe. Because everybody there was unknown or
Hmm.
relatively unknown, and they did beautifully. Michael, maybe. Again, like you're there for Jafar, and that's his nephew. So is it necessarily like the biggest find if that's what you're looking for? But is it very good? Yeah. So I don't mind it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of any other ones I'd maybe give a shout to.
Yeah.
Again, like hard pressed to give it to something like the Invite. I think everybody in there does the
Oh,
roles
sure.
beautifully.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, but Olivia Wilde's obviously gonna like she wrote it. She's gonna back it for herself,
Hmm.
and then everybody else filling in their roles. Like, sure, you got good people for it.
Yeah.
But Odyssey's clearly better.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay,
Uh, do you want to do some film editing?
let's do editing.
Okay. I don't know if I'm confident in this pick, but for film editing, I actually went with Project Hail Mary.
Good answer. Good answer. Yeah, like actually beautiful. I thought we were gonna have a fight. Man. Genuinely though, this is perfect. I think this is the perfect pick. I
Okay.
will shout out. I will shout out the Odyssey, because there's lots of flashbacks and the timeline of how we see everything isn't 100% straight, but you know exactly where we're going, and it's a linear story still in that sense.
Hmm.
So very well done to give us a sense of time and where everything is, when everything is with the editing. That's all good. The thing is, Project Hail Mary does that as well, and it just flows a bit better, in my opinion.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I do think that Project Hail Mary establishes like the memory loss and the memory gaining
Yes,
really well through its film
exactly.
editing. I almost would argue, like, part of the reason I want to give it to Project Hail Mary is because I want to be able to give it an award or two or something, like just say recognize like
Okay.
hey, it's a great film. Because I think that there are parts of the Odyssey that do feel a little bit cleaner, like seamless. They almost feel seamless.
And that's what I was just saying. Like, I do think
Yeah.
for what they had, like the job they had to do of tying in all the different events happening at once, Ithaca and the flashbacks and where we are with Odysseus right now, that was all very clean and edited together very well. But I feel like the way that Project Hail Mary tells a story is just better with how it's edited together and stitched
Sure.
together. Almost in the
Sure.
same way as the Odyssey, but it works better for Project Hail Mary, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I actually,
Because of
yeah,
the
I
memory
get it.
loss and because of the shifting camera when you're going back into space and everything and back onto Earth,
Ooh, yeah.
that alone is almost enough to get me going there, man.
Honestly,
So,
yeah. I'll be more confident in my pick. I picked it for a reason. It's obviously a
yeah,
greatly edited film, but
yeah.
yeah, you've convinced me to be confident in my pick.
I love that answer so much, man. I'm so happy you said that.
That's funny.
That's-
That's funny. I low-key thought you were gonna go Odyssey here, but yeah, it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
it's up there for sure,
Yeah. Shout out
Okay.
Project Hail Mary, man. What a great movie.
Shout out PHM, man. Let's get into. We pretty much only have the big guys left, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well hit. Might as well hit it with score then.
All right.
Oh,
I mean, for score, this shouldn't come as a surprise to you, I don't think. I am going the Odyssey for score. And if you go PHM, this is going to be interesting.
I'm going PHM, man. Project
Okay.
Hail Mary. Okay. Do
Okay.
you want to explain first? Do you want me to explain first?
Um, I will go first actually, because like
And okay.
I think that Project Hail Mary, as great as it is, the Odyssey has more recognizable pieces in its score, and I think more that like really build emotion, like Ithaca, Sirens,
Okay.
Agamemnon,
I'm saying
Penelope.
literally the exact opposite to this. I think that the Odyssey is a more complete track list all the way through,
Yeah,
but I would much rather listen to the top like 3 or 4 or 5 tracks from Project Hail Mary over the top 3 or 4 or 5 from the Odyssey.
I
I
don't
will
know.
say
Like just
because
saying, listen to on your daily.
I mean, you know what I do for work, right? I'm listening to scores
Hmm.
all day. And
Hmm.
any like I find myself skipping over an Odyssey one more than I would skip over a Project Hail Mary one.
Okay, but when you're looking at the movie, what do you think the score does more for its film?
Project Hail Mary.
Really? I
Other
mean, we
like
we how
I
long
could
did we talk about
argue
The Troy
I could
score?
argue Troy and I could argue Troy and I could argue Sirens, right?
What about the
That's
final
about it.
battle with the bow? Implemented into the score, by the way.
It was good leading up to it, but then as soon as it kind of drowned out once the action started, which isn't necessarily its fault, you know. But then it turned a bit more generic, a bit more just action score, which I don't hate because again, it's an action scene, we need it.
Yeah,
But I've gone on record to say that having a moment is still probably one of my favorite moments in film this year. And
sure.
I did say that I'd probably still have it over Troy,
You did say that, yeah.
which was my favorite scene from the Odyssey. And the score had like a moment is such a big part of that. The score of it is such a big part of
That's
that.
true.
It is awe
I
inspiring. It leaves your jaw on the floor. This one I knew was an all time great film.
I just think that when we're looking at a score, like the Odyssey's score throughout the entire film has like it's driving the film more than I think Project Hail Mary's score is.
I
Like
don't know, man.
Ithaca really sets the tone for like the
I
city that
don't
was before
know,
Odysseus
man.
left.
Go
Penelope has
listen.
the chasing escaping sun score in it.
Go
You mentioned
listen.
Sirens already.
I do love Sirens, dude. I can't lie to you. And part of it, like Odysseus's theme, is in that as well.
Yeah.
But go listen to "Believe in the Hail Mary." If that isn't momentum, I don't know what is, man. That just gets you gas for what's about to happen. Okay,
I mean,
and then
Daniel Pemberton
something,
is great.
dude, and then something like "Amaze, Amaze, Amaze." You're just feeling good about yourself. You know,
Amazing,
time
amazing,
to
amazing
go
is good.
fishing. In the best way possible, I put "Time to Go Fishing" in the same light as "No Time for Caution." Okay, it's a similar scene. They're doing similar things. The score is almost as good. I won't say as good because Hans Zimmer, but I don't get your complaints with me
It's no,
putting this.
I don't have complaints. I just think that these like at the end of the day, I think the Odyssey score is better. I just really do. I think it builds into the movie and builds emotion a little bit better. I don't think as much as I love Amaze Amaze and like the fishing one and stuff, like I don't think there is anything like a Sirens or like a Troy where like
I
when you're
do
watching
think
it, you feel the blood
I
like
do
pumping in
think
Troy.
so though. I do think so. And again, like maybe does it I was gonna just say now, like maybe does it fit it better to have like just all of the bronze clashing and everything in the score. And I was gonna say that it does maybe fit its movie better, but just the tone of all of Daniel Pemberton's fit the space scored so well as well, dude. Like
I don't hate it.
I
Like
do think that I think the top three in Project Hail Mary are better than the top three in Odyssey.
I can't do that. I can't. I'm a huge like I've listened to Ithaca so much since watching the movie, bro. So
Ithaca.
much.
That's like I think Sirens and A Moment are pretty comparable, and both of those are my favorite from it.
Sure.
And I do like the moment scene better than the siren scene, which is saying something because I really
Mhm.
like the siren scene and the whole monologue there. And Odysseus' theme being a part of it while he
Mhm.
talks about the sirens is so good. But I just have a moment over that. Again, that was just a jaw on the floor moment for me.
Sure.
And like, the score just was such a big part of that.
I agree, and I don't hate your pick at all. Like Project Hail Mary is my number two. It's my runner up.
Yeah.
If I were to give you one
Do
last piece to say like, hey, to convince you, I
yeah.
feel like you got to give props to Ludwig for like creating instruments that just
Yes,
don't
again, like
exist.
I feel like if I was gonna go with the Odyssey, a lot of it would just be about Ludwig and seeing the background of it
Mhm.
and the behind the scenes of him doing it and making the music because I've seen that now. But I don't like. I just like Project Hail Mary better, and I have to trust my
Sure.
gut. If I was, and I do think it is just better. It's not just a preference thing. If I did have to say, here's who's going to win it. If I was placing money on it, I would say Ludwig right now.
Okay. Okay.
But I think it's better. I think it deserves to win.
All
So
right, we'll agree to disagree. We'll agree to
okay,
disagree. I do think it's a great
wait,
pick though. It's not one that I'm mad at.
no, exactly right. If you did
Yeah.
a couple other moves, I'd be like, But this is good. Secret shout to Obsession. I think it's a very
I
strong
figured you were gonna
score.
shout it. Yeah.
Uh, good shout to the invite as well
Okay, yeah, I
because
don't mind that either.
some of the titles on the tracks are super crazy. But shout out, I'm not allowed to say them on this podcast. And
uh,
shout out Pressure. Right, Pressure had
ooh,
a
I haven't
great
seen
score
Pressure.
actually.
Okay. I haven't seen Pressure.
Yeah,
I don't know what else I would shout out other than what you did. I do actually think the
yeah.
Backrooms one is interesting. It's just not
It
really
was
one that I
good.
listen to
Is
much.
eerie. I
It's
can't listen to
eerie.
that because it's kind of like Get Out had a great score. I will
Mhm.
not be listening to that because it puts me off. But in a good way. Like it makes your teeth grind in a good way.
Yeah. Okay.
But do you think our pick's going to change? Because Hans is coming.
With Dune,
I don't.
bef-
Here's the issue with their stupid rule of like there has to be 50% new music or whatever,
right.
which I don't like. You're in the third movie now, right? Like, are you really
What's
going to
going to
be
be different?
incorporating all that much, especially when all the old stuff is great and wins you an Oscar? So, like, it'll be interesting.
I think this one could change with Dune, but ultimately, the Odyssey is so unique to me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd be
I
curious.
feel
I'd be
like.
curious.
Do you think people are going to get fatigue from Ludwig though?
No, because nothing of his sounds the same. Like,
Exact.
I'm
That's the issue.
so
Because
like
I
you
mean,
might get
even he
fatigue of the
did.
same guy winning it, but not
Yeah,
his
he
sounds.
he did Mando right
Yeah,
like this year as
yeah.
well, and it was also fantastic. Right, Grogu's World we both loved.
Low key, yeah. Shout out Mando, actually.
Right, like shout out Disclosure Day. John Williams can't disrespect
Oh
the
yeah,
goat.
yeah, true.
All right, it's just like actually that's probably top two or three for me. It's just it's not his best, so I don't look at it as an all time great.
Like you have it as a top three on the year for you, John Williams is.
Probably yeah. The
I
more
think I
again,
like
the more I
Mando's a little
listen
bit
to it,
better.
the more I listen to Disclosure Day, the more I'm like, wow, this is actually really good.
Maybe I gotta
But
tap into the score again.
again, like if you're gonna listen to John Williams, you're gonna listen to a billion other things that are better.
Across the stars.
So exactly right. So come on. So come on.
Uh, all right. Do you wanna move on to cinematography?
Go right into cinematography.
Okay. This one to me is less of a debate. I think cinematography, again, no glaze, is the Odyssey. I think it definitely is the Odyssey. I think it is definitely the Odyssey.
Do you want to guess what I have written down?
I know what you have written down. It's
Do you want to say it
probably
out loud for me?
you probably have Project Hail Mary down for cinematography.
I have it scratched
And it's
out.
because of the one scene. I
I
know
have
it's
it scratched out. I do have the Odyssey down. Okay.
Oh,
I do have the
okay.
Odyssey down.
Okay, I thought I was gonna have to rip into you for a second.
But I freaking love Project Hail Marys, and it's not just the one scene. Okay, there's a plenty of moments throughout the film where it's great.
But yeah, there are great
Oh,
moments for sure.
okay,
Even the
fun
stuff on
camera
Earth is
movements.
nice.
Yeah, exactly. Fun camera
Mm.
movements. Good shots on Earth when they're on top of the boat. Like
Ooh,
there's plenty of
Rockies,
great
shit.
things from. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right. There's plenty of good moments from it.
but come
It's
on.
just again not my favorite shot of the year because that belongs in Project Hail Mary, but or Memnon, dropping the torch in Troy. and then literally anything with to do with the sea, anything to do in the cave of the
Yes.
Cyclops. I
Yes.
talked about like it's chasing the escaping sun. I talked about
Yes.
how anytime they're in somewhere, there's no artificial light. It's always flames or natural light.
Yes.
Like there's too much to ignore here where I can
The
go. I can
giants
safely
with the
go.
trees and everything.
Yeah, and
Oh.
it's all practically done, and it looks
Yes.
fantastic. I don't even want to say reluctantly because it's so beautiful.
Dude, the
But
underworld, bro. I talked
yes,
about
yes,
in our
yes,
review the
yes,
shot
yes,
of like
yes,
them leaving the underworld with the
yes,
silhouettes of all the
yeah.
soldiers. Oh my god.
It's a bit too good. Oh, when we were talking about production as well, the underworld, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even when we're talking about costume, now the undead warriors do in the underworld. So,
Oh, true.
all
And
right, just shout
production of
out.
the boats too. We didn't. I don't
Yeah.
even think we mentioned the
Oh yeah.
ships.
See exactly. More
Yeah.
Odyssey glaze. Nobody's surprised. But yeah, like, and
I don't
then
want to start a fight with you, but I know that you love Project Hail Mary, but the fact that it was
it's
written
not
there
particularly
before,
close. It's not
yeah,
particularly
it's not
close.
close.
But when I think of cinematography from 2026, my mind is always going to go to Project Hail Mary first, always, and that's because it has the best shot.
I think it
And
has the most memorable
you
shot.
you can argue that it doesn't have the best shot. I won't have that. When it changes
I
from green to red, that is the best shot.
yeah, I mean it's the most memorable, and it's probably because it's the best.
The gates opening
Yeah,
is crazy good too, but it wasn't just better to look. It wasn't better to look at. Sorry,
I agree. I agree. I agree. I won't
right?
glaze Odyssey that much.
It was
Like
1,000% cooler when the gate opened. They're all getting hyped, but it doesn't look as good.
I mean, to sit there in awe and look at that scene in Project Hail Mary, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
what you would go to the theater for. Like there is
Oh,
a
exactly.
shot that you would go to the theater for. Obviously, you'd go watch the whole
It's
movie
the
in it, but
shot.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's the shot, right? When I went to rewatch it a third time was partially because I wanted to see that again.
hmm
So you can't fault me for writing it down. It's where my
no, I
mind goes
can't.
first.
I can't. Odyssey is
But
definitely clears it, but yeah, I and
but
like you said
Odyssey is
about
head and
going back,
shoulders above. Yeah.
yeah. I went to Project Hail Mary in like XL, and I had to go back in
Hmm.
Dolby just to get that shot again, but like on a
Exactly.
grander
Right.
scale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this.
The biggies.
Acting, I think, is going to be pretty interesting, to be honest. Except for one of them, which should be cut and dry.
Feel like you're gonna be annoyed at the way I kind of wiggled with. Well, maybe we should
And
start
that's the
with
thing
this
is,
actually.
you don't necessarily know who's going to be
Yeah.
leading
Okay.
or
Cool.
support
Cool.
yet.
I'm glad that we
Okay, we're on
established
the
that
same
right
page.
now.
We're on the
Okay.
same page.
I'm glad we
Except
established that right now.
if you try to pull some BS that like Meryl Streep was the lead actress in Devil Wears Prada or something like that,
Right. Or like an Olivia
then
Wilde was a supporting actress.
exactly like
Yeah.
then I'll have some issues with you. You know,
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Do you want to start with supporting actress?
sure. And I think
Okay.
this should be an easy one. It's
Okay.
Indy Navarrete. It has to be.
Okay. I didn't choose her because I didn't see her as a supporting
You thought she was a
actress.
lead?
Yeah.
I think they're
I
literally campaigning her for supporting.
so I think okay, well I'm just gonna say mine, then we can discuss this. For my
Okay.
supporting actress, I'm giving it to Anne Hathaway actually for Odyssey.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, and okay, don't hate me on this. I did consider her a supporting. I just thought Indy was better.
Okay.
I just thought Indy was
You know what?
better.
Actually, I'm gonna put up. Might spoil a little bit. But I'm gonna put a pause right here for a second.
Okay.
I agree with you, which is why I moved Anne Hathaway to supporting actress because I feel like she has
Okay.
an easier way of winning an Oscar if she goes to that category.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, so do you want to do just actress right now? Straight up?
sure. So for best actress, I actually ended up giving it to Indy Navarrete.
I did you somehow get on board with the hype behind her?
I
Because
did get on board with the hype.
I remember talking about this initially with you on our Obsession and Backrooms review, and you're like, I had her as like, especially at that point of the year, I was like, she's clearly the best.
hmm
Like, this is the best performance, maybe flat, I've seen in 2026. And you're like, oh, don't say that, don't say that. But like, dude, when you go back and watch that, she becomes Nikki. She becomes a
Yeah,
different person. You know, like that. It is insane to me.
I've changed my mind on it. Like I
Good
do want
man.
to rewatch it, but I have changed my mind on it. My runner up is Emily Blunt, low key, for Disclosure Day.
Okay, and that is my winner
Okay, okay, this is
because
really interesting.
I love Emily Blunt. Okay, you know I love Emily Blunt,
When you said you moved Indy down, I thought maybe you're going to give it to Olivia Wilde.
dude. I really wanted to because on second thought, do I give it to Olivia Wilde?
No, 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 because I like the Emily Blunt pick. I actually really do.
But dude, and now I'm remembering the because she has great comedic moments in that. But now I'm remembering near the end of that movie where she just absolutely goes like levels above everybody else there.
She has like an amazing monologue at the end
An
too.
amazing monologue, and again, she has some of the best cry eyes I've ever seen in an actress.
Hmm. And
So
she carries that like, well, not
that and
carries,
the
but
last
like,
20 minutes of the movie, I
yeah.
think, is just her doing her thing.
I mean, we
But
mentioned
I
earlier
think,
how like we had issues in the middle. Like she brought me back.
yeah,
That last little
exactly,
bit,
exactly. But even during the middle, like she was still good. It's just again the
yeah.
content of whatever isn't for us. That being said, though, I do think Emily Blunt probably is the right choice going on
Okay.
my first choice in my initial gut because in a lot of ways she carries that movie for me.
Hmm.
And then, I mean, kind of similar to Indy actually in Obsession, she has almost two people inside of her, and it's so clear when there's a switch between them. It's so clear when something isn't right, and then her panic attack scene on that train was just so good too. So
Hmm.
I'm willing to go Emily Blunt.
I'm
I'm
fine with it.
telling like
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I went indie because like you said, I think that she had the hardest role to play, and I
oh
want to give her
easy
mad props for that.
easily,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure like her camp and everybody are campaigning her as a supporting actress because they thought it would be easier for her to win there, or at least be nominated there, compared to if she went lead, then she'd be competing against Anne Hathaway in whatever role, Emily Blunt, obviously.
Interesting.
Like, so I do think she will end up in the supporting actress category, and if that's the case, she deserves to be nominated.
Okay. Well, like I mentioned before, Anne Hathaway I chose for my supporting actress. I think that she like
It's
has more of a supporting
interesting.
role than like Indy does in her film. Obviously, like
That's true.
it's up to the camps to decide where they go.
Yeah.
I think Anne Hathaway needs to get an Oscar this year, low key, for Penelope, and
Just how
I don't
much
care
she's been
what it's
doing,
in.
dude. Yeah.
I don't care what category it's in. She just needs to go to a category where she has the best chance to do so.
I would rather Indy win an Oscar, to be honest. No matter, I love Anne Hathaway. I'd rather
Hmm.
Indy win one.
I mean, it'd be cool to see. That's a cool story to see. So,
Exactly. And
as someone who
if you're a
like also
better,
like,
if you have
I
a,
get
you're
it.
not a better actor than Anne Hathaway, not yet, anyways.
Hmm.
If you do better in that one role, and it's that year, you deserve the Oscar. So give her the Oscar.
Yeah. Is there anyone you're scared about, like upcoming this year, that you think could slide their way to take one of these awards from one of these girls, or Emily Blunt, or whoever else you guys think that are watching, uh, could win the actress award?
I honestly, I feel like we might get like a sneaky Hunger Games good performance, to be honest, from somebody,
Interesting.
you know,
McKenna Grace,
but
maybe.
not Oscar worthy. But like again, you want to your mind goes to Dune right away for movies coming out near the end of the year.
Yeah,
But like,
I
are we
don't know
really
about
saying
Zendaya, maybe for
that?
Dune,
Are we really
but
saying Zendaya is gonna have be so good in Dune that
what
she
about
is able to win an Oscar?
Anya in Dune?
Anya, Florence Pugh, I
Oh,
don't think she's
Florence
gonna have a
Pugh.
big enough. I don't think she's gonna have a big enough role.
Okay,
But I would love to see an Anya Taylor Joy. To be honest,
I would too.
I
Actually,
think
I
she's
think
super underrated. Nobody talks about her, dude.
no, she doesn't get talked about a lot.
She's super underrated. But yeah, like I can't really see anybody taking away from the big guns that we have established now.
Hmm. I low key
But
do want to shout out Sandra Hewler for Project Hail Mary, actually, for
yes, she
supporting
was
actress.
fantastic, dude. She
Yeah,
was fantastic.
yeah.
I'm trying to think back, like nobody in Michael was really
Not
like,
for
oh yeah,
actress, I don't think.
not
Yeah.
for actress. Project Hail Mary we talked about. Obsession, Invite. Those are kind of my top movies on the year right now.
Hmm.
Backrooms.
No, I mean I really like
Not
Renee in
better. She was
Backrooms.
good. She wasn't
She
better.
is really good. She's not better than the ones we listed, but she is great in it. Like
Again,
even
the issue,
what's his name? Well, who played Clark? I don't know how to say his name,
I
but
can't say
like
his name, and I
yeah,
don't want to butcher it,
yeah,
and I feel
he was
bad,
good
right?
too.
But he was again great. But a lot of this is going to boil down to you're just not better than that July, like June July period for theaters was nuts, dude.
Hmm.
Right? Like all the best movies of the year, in my opinion, came out in and around that time
Yeah,
with like Obsession being a little bit earlier, but most of its theater time bleeding over, and obviously Project Hail Mary being earlier.
yeah,
But
a year to or a summer to remember for sure.
oh, easily. I mean, we're on track for one of the best theater years in years and years and years, right?
Yeah,
Tracking for almost 10 billion now, so
on the
it'll
back
be
of
great.
your box office draft.
Hey, all I'm saying is Spider-Man is projected to make around the 2.5 billion
Yeah,
mark, dude. Honestly,
yeah,
is like just releasing in China or something now. So
it's over. It's over.
yeah,
I stopped
we're
thinking
eating
about it.
good.
Yeah.
We're eating good. Yeah, notice how this guy stopped posting on the Instagram about the box office updates.
I'll get some stuff up soon. I'll get some stuff up soon. We've been working on some other
But
stuff, which I will mention later. Um,
yes,
but
let's get it right into actors then.
okay, supporting actor. I really this one I struggled with the most out of all the actor awards. I'm gonna give it.
Really
I'm gonna give it to Robert Pattinson though.
beautiful, perfect pick.
Okay,
I will say I love Tom, but he was out like Robert is better in that movie.
I
I
agree.
really like Coleman Domingo's Joe Jackson.
That's who else I was
I
debating. Yeah.
He doesn't have as much to do, and I don't like when he does get it. It's not necessarily like the most mind blowing thing, but he is great. And then from there, like there's not too much comp. I don't think.
No, I was low
At
key even
Stanley
debating.
Tucci, I loved.
Sure, I don't hate that.
But we always love Stanley Tucci and Devil Wears Prada. Come on.
I was low key debating. I don't remember his name in the Odyssey, but like Odysseus is basically right hand man.
Oh,
Like during the journey. Yeah,
I can never say his name. I can never say his name.
he was good too.
Oh, from
The
his
dude on the journey, like the not the
yes.
blind guy, the
I
dude on
thought
the
you were gonna say
journey.
the blind guy, and I was like,
No,
oh,
no,
sure, 100%. But
he was good too. Yeah,
the blind guy, it's something like Patel or something. I can't quite remember
right.
his name, but he was fantastic, honestly. But
But I
Pattinson is
agree
just
with you,
better.
Pattinson. Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to think of other movies. Again, I think Seth Rogen and Edward Norton was actually hilarious in The Invite.
Hmm.
But I don't think it's like if you win an Oscar for that, it's a bit dodgy, you know?
I think yeah, I think that Pattinson gave the best performance from a supporting actor. He also delivered the
Yeah.
line of the year.
Somebody get these beggars out of here. Actually, what about Rocky? I think he's technically allowed to win, right?
Interesting. Yeah, he could. It's hard for me to give it to a
I would
voice actor though when like
because it's voice acting. It's
yeah.
different, you know. If there is, if you could throw him into the animated category and go like best voice acting, I would give it to him.
Man, that should be a category soon, I think.
It really should be, because think about like Tom Hanks in a Toy Story type thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in a lot of ways, his voice just makes that movie,
Mm-hmm.
just makes it so iconic. So, like, I don't think even if Rocky does qualify, I don't think in good faith I could say he's better than all these other people.
I agree.
You know, just because he's not physically there. But
Yeah, I think it's
it'd be an
Pattinson's
interesting
to
show.
lose right now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, pretty cut and dry for me, and I think this next one will be pretty cut and dry too.
Yeah.
Best actor,
Yeah.
it's Matt Damon.
It's Matt Damon.
Right, the siren scene alone just kind of won it for him.
Yeah.
Right, he's fantastic. I will say, Jafar Jackson. Give him some love.
Yeah, I'll give him love. I think it definitely is like a runner-up type guy. Same with Ryan Gosling.
But I mean, here's the thing for Jafar that I think people forget. Like some people are like, "Oh, we just has to like mimic Michael Jackson." That's your job as an actor,
Yeah.
right? Like your entire role is just go act like this person.
And
And
like, let's not make it
again,
seem
like we were
easy.
saying, oh yeah, like it's simple, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
You copied Michael Jackson to a T to the point where people are like, "Is this Michael Jackson?" So fair enough. You know, you deserve
Yeah.
a shout in my opinion.
I
Right?
agreed. Like the
We love
performances
Gosling.
alone, like him doing the performances
Yes,
alone,
exactly.
like he
Right?
deserves a shout. He should get nominated. I would be upset if he didn't get nominated.
Oh, 100%. Right? And I mean, you just said Gosling. He was my number one for a while, but at the end of the day, like Matt Damon delivers his career best, I think.
I
Although I
agree.
did rewatch The Martian recently, and I did love him in that, but he's better here. You know,
I
he's better
agree.
here.
He's in 95% of probably the movie of the year. Like
Yeah,
it's his movie. Like I mean, it's helped by a lot of great actors and actresses, obviously, but like this is very
but they're
close to Killian
supporting
Murphy for
him to be his
Oppenheimer, just like
best.
turned up a notch, in my opinion.
Yeah, and again, like that siren scene, his monologue with Athena to Penelope at the end, it's just all spectacular, and he
Yeah,
plays it just so well the entire
so
movie.
well. Yeah, he's the goat.
He's the go, dude.
All right, well,
Mm,
next one I also think is pretty simple. We're gonna go with best director.
come on, it's Nolan. Don't
We've said no one he's
overcomplicate
like
it.
him. Yeah,
There's like Spielberg, you did great with your movie. I think you had fun behind the camera. Kurt Barker, I think you deserve a shout. You did really
sure.
fun things behind the camera. Same with Olivia Wilde. I was singing her praises with the invite. You just the camera movements and framing of each shot tells a story in itself.
Hmm.
So bravo. But Nolan just brings the Odyssey to life, dude.
Hmm.
Like that is a living, breathing piece of art, and you just
It's
have
a
to respect Nolan
masterpiece.
for it.
It's
It's a
a
masterpiece.
freaking masterpiece. Like Nolan's bound for number two now after not having
Yeah,
any before Oppenheimer. He's about to win back to back on years he posts
yeah.
film. So
And I mean, I was just saying to you about are we getting masterpieces like we used to back in the day? This is one of those modern masterpieces,
hmm
you know. So I don't see who else you could put. I listed
yeah,
the other people who I think deserve just a nice little shout of recognition, but at the end of the day, it's going to be just that, a shout of
yeah,
recognition.
yeah. Just a nom, but this one isn't close. This one isn't
No, I
close.
don't think so.
He's
I
the
also
goat.
don't think I also don't think the big one, Best Picture, I don't think it's particularly close either. It's the Odyssey. We've
Yeah.
been glazing it all video. Okay. It's not very close. Go watch your Odyssey video. It's like an hour long. If you want to
Yeah.
see how much good things we have to say about it and the what, like 2 minutes of negative we have to say about it, of us like stretching to say something negative about it. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's a
it's that cut
masterpiece,
and
like we've
dry.
said. It's a
I mean,
masterpiece, like we've said.
what's your number two movie of the year right now?
It actually is Spider Man
I just moved Project Hail Mary over to Spider Man again
after your second watch of Spider Man.
after rewatching Project Hail Mary
Oh, okay.
because I didn't watch it since it went out of theaters, and then obviously I saw Spider Man twice, and I was like, oh my gosh, like Spider Man time is so much fun. This is so good, but Hail Mary just is better, I think. Anyways,
Well, I think that yeah, that's fine to say. I just think
yeah,
like Spider
it's
Man is
so
more
hard
of
not
like
to
a
enjoy Spider Man more,
yeah.
but again, if you swap them, I don't care. But that's it. Like you can swap those two. You can't swap one and two.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to give Spider-Man like a shout for best picture. The Oscars would
No, right?
never. But the
Exactly. It's just
Oscars would never.
it is quite easily just the best. It's standalone right now.
I agree. This is one of those films where like not only is it clearly the best of this year, but it's one that we will talk about forever.
Is this the
Forever.
best of the 2020 so far?
Yeah, I think so. Like
Because last year I would put Sinners as the best. I know one
me
battle
too.
one, but I would have put Sinners. I mean, what year did Parasite come out? No, that was 19, right?
19. Doom Part 2 is in the 20s.
Dune Part
Um
2, I guess, would be up there. Everything Everywhere All at Once would be
Across
up
the
there.
Spider-Verse is in the 20s.
Okay, never mind. It's not the best.
It's
Give
not
it some
my
love.
it's not my
I'll give it.
favorite.
I
It's
think
not
this
my
is probably still
favorite.
better. I think this is
That's
probably
my
still better.
favorite. That's my favorite, but it ain't the
And
best
I
one.
think
Like
it's still better. And I
I
think
think
it's
that
still
the
better. Live
everything we talked
action
about the
bias,
audit.
man.
No, no, it's not live action bias. It's just honestly the creativity behind how he created the film.
I
it is hard because like yeah, it's animation versus because you could say
here's
the
the
same
thing
thing
is
about the animation, right? Like the
yeah,
creativity behind Across.
yeah, exactly. And I feel like again, Spider-Man bias. If it's not like it was
It's a
coming
bias
into
either way.
it was coming into the into play with Brand New Day. This is better than Brand New Day. So I mean,
Agreed. I agree.
yeah. But again, if it's in conversations with that, then we're fine.
Man, I'm looking at that picture and I'm like, maybe Across is still my favorite.
Maybe oh, it's still your favorite.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
it's
it's
the
some of my
best
favorite. It's
though.
some of my
Maybe
favorite. I
it's the
mean, maybe it's the
best.
best. Yeah. I
Right? But I
legit
mean,
like
we got Oppenheimer as well, I guess.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we did get Oppenheimer, but Odyssey is better though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've gotten probably the best movie of the 2020 so far,
Yeah, if we want to
which
say
I think
like
is fair to
Across
say.
whatever, like we say like it's up between those two.
Right again, so probably
When did Into come out?
21.
Like
No, 18, bro.
18. Wow.
Yeah, because that was like a freaking. It was a year for movies, superhero
Dang.
movies.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said 21. That was No Way Home then, right?
No Way Home did come out in 21.
Yeah, Spider-Man
Yeah.
movies.
Man, 2020s
Peak.
they've been
It's been good,
good
man.
over the past 3
See,
years actually because Across was 23, right? So 23,
yeah,
24, 25, 26.
man, we're back. What won the 24? Oppenheimer. Oh, everything, right?
No, like what won Best Picture in 24? Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So
Oh, then
everything would have been
everything was
22.
23. 22?
22, I think.
Am I messing up my
23.
years,
Well,
man?
maybe it was
Oh, yeah,
23.
no, because 23 Oppenheimer came out, but then 24 Oscars,
Yeah.
right?
23 Oscars was with Dune, I think.
Yes.
But Dune didn't win, so what did? That was Wicked's year too.
Wicked should win then. Simple. Wicked for good.
Wicked
Should
for
have
good,
won.
best movie of the 20s.
Ah, that's a good way to segue into your closing.
No. Odyssey is peak regardless. Thank you for
Odyssey's
listening
peak.
to our Oscars video.
Yeah. Good way to close the video.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, let them
Um,
know the news, though. Let them know the news.
yeah. Before we let y'all go, stay tuned because by the time this video releases, or maybe like a day after it releases or whatever, this week we are officially going to be on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube
Yeah.
Podcasts. So if y'all want to listen to the cousins on your drive to work, or just at work chilling, or around
Yeah.
the house,
You got
whatever,
a little road trip. You're cleaning up the house. Whatever you may be doing.
come
Okay, mowing
on.
the lawn. Who cares?
It's
Just
happening to the
put these
cousins. Yeah.
on. Listen. Actually, you know what? Play it off your speakerphone. Other people might want to listen to. You never
Yeah.
know. Right?
So
Going to get
we're moving up.
groceries on your speaker.
Yeah, we're excited. We're moving up. We're trying to expand the podcast some more. So tap in on those platforms. There'll be links in like the YouTube bio and Instagram, stuff like that. And we'll
Yeah.
drop a reminder. So exciting stuff on the way, bro. Exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff.
And on that note, we
Here.
love y'all.
We love y'all.
Yeah.
Right? I got a little closing this week because you might not have thought of one unless you did.
I did, but you can drop it.
Go
You
ahead.
kind of already, well, you already kind of used mine.
Go what?
Do you want to take the close? Well, all I was going to say is somebody get these baggers out of here. You used it earlier.
Somebody get these beggars out of here.
Somebody get these baggers out of here.
2026 has been a maze for movies.
Ooh.